We are going over the Ultimate Christmas Planner Spreadsheet from Confident Coin. When you open up your spreadsheet, you will want to navigate to the dashboard tab if it isn't the first tab that is open. This spreadsheet has data in it. Yours will come blank. So to begin, we're going to set up the file. You'll want to scroll down to C59 to File Customization. In every file customization, you will want to type over or edit and update the information. So for example, in the currency here, if you do not use the $sign, you will select it, erase it, type in what you'd like, and press enter, and it will update throughout the file for you. For the calendars that are in this spreadsheet, you can start on Sunday or Monday, so just use the drop down to select which one you prefer. For the reminders of tasks, which we will get to in the calendar, you will want to select the number of days before an event that you would like to be reminded. For the Christmas date, which is for the number of days until Christmas, if you'd like it to count down to a different date, you can double click and change it here with the pop-up calendar. In Excel, there is no pop-up calendar, so you will just need to type in the date. And then the calendar covers approximately 13 months, so to decide what window that is, you can double click and choose the first of whichever month you would like it to start in, and then it will update itself for you. Moving on, there are a few more things we need to edit. One of them is payment methods. In the spending tracker, you have options in terms of what payment methods you have. Again, just type, edit, and then press enter. Task categories come from the task list spreadsheet, and so you can update these at any time. And last is the recipient list. So these are all of the main people you are planning to give gifts to that you want to track. It could also be family. It doesn't have to be a single person. For example, maybe you want to do Karen and Mike as one gift, as you know they're buying them the same thing, whereas if you're buying them separate, you maybe want to keep them separate. So this is the gift list tab. It is an area for you to track all gifts, stockings aside. To use it, you will use the drop-down menu starting in recipient and select a name. So let's, for example, do your partner, John. You will type in a gift. Maybe you are planning to get him some new ties. The buyer, this is optional, so you could say myself, or maybe you're sharing this gift with a grandparent or somebody else. You may want to keep notes on that there. It doesn't affect the file, it's just for your reference. And then you will enter in the target spend. So let's say we want to spend $50. As you can see here, the spreadsheet has automatically added something under gift tags, which says John new ties 33. This is an important reference, which we will use in just a moment. So once you have entered in the target spend, the next 4 columns will not enter anything in. That will come from the spending tracker. So let's go over there right now. Over here in the spending tracker, if you are buying John's tie, the first thing you're going to want to do is use the drop down to select gifts, and then you can use the gift tag. So we know it's for John and it's his ties. It will automatically populate the recipient, and then you can double click to enter the date. So let's say it's the 31st. The store that you bought them from. So let's say we got them from Amazon. You can put ties, 3-pack. And then how you paid. Let's assume we used our Amazon credit card. And then how much you paid for them. You can enter your receipt or order number and any notes here. If you want to enter in a digital copy of a receipt, you can go into Insert, Image in Cells, and then select the image from your computer or phone, and it will live here. Going back to the gift list, focusing on John's ties once more. Now that we've ordered it through Amazon, we can enter in that we've ordered it using the drop down. Amazon said it'll be here on the 7th. And if you have any tracking, you can enter it here by going into the pencil and typing in the website that it's from, or if you have a tracking link, and press apply, or you can just click on the cell and go up here to the top where the link is and paste your tracking link right in there and press enter. That way, anytime you want to check on the tracking, you can just click on the link and it will take you straight to the website. As your shipping status changes, you can use the drop down to update these as you go. This is a delivery tracker. Everything on this tab auto-populates from the gift list. So all you need to do is keep that updated, and this will automatically stay on top of your deliveries for you. So we can see here under John's new ties, the status, the delivery date, the tracking link if we entered one, and then days to arrival. So this is the holiday task organizer. You can use it for tasks and events, anything that you need to get done, and anything that you'd like to show up on the calendar. The way it works is you will enter in your event. So let's say it's a Christmas concert, bake side dishes for Christmas early. And then you will decide what category it falls in. Remember, these came from the setup tab. And so under Christmas concert, there's nothing in here that I really like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the dashboard, scroll down, and in here I'm going to type events. Back in the task list, we will see that events has now been added. It is assigned to, let's just say it's a family task. What is the date of this Christmas concert? So let's say it is in November, and then the status. It's not started yet. Is it high, medium, or low priority? You could also leave this blank. And then is there any cost? No, but there is a note, which is bring food bank donation. Likewise, with bake side dishes early, I would put that under cooking, me, and then what day are you planning to do that? So let's just say it's the 24th. I'm going to put it as low priority at the moment, and we'll adjust that as we get closer to Christmas. And then I'm going to type in the dishes that I want to bake early. We will go over to our calendar tab. The calendar is based on your selection, so you will double click and then just choose the month that you want. Here, the Christmas concert that we selected or that we typed in has been added to the calendar. We can see who it's assigned to or who's involved in it. You can see over here in this table, you can see the task, its assignments, when it is due, and how many days are left. The last thing about the task list with the checklist over here, in order for that to function, if we put finished, it will update on here as well as on your calendar, so you can see that it is done. One of the features of this spreadsheet is that it comes with a bunch of holiday stickers, and the way that they work is that you click one and then you move it. You can resize them so that it fits the way you want it and put it where you want. So for example, on the Christmas concert, maybe you've decided that you want to have something fun. Maybe it's a Christmas tree. You can just drag that over there, shrink it to size, or you can leave it bigger on the calendar as it doesn't affect anything as it sits over top of the file. In addition, you can also copy and paste these to other tabs. So let's just say on our task list that we were just looking at, we really want this red snowflake. So we will click on it, press Control C or Command C, go to the task list, and then paste it. So Control V, and then you can put it wherever you like. This is the Budget Planner tab. To set this tab up, you will first want to enter in your spending goal. It will then calculate for you how much you've budgeted and how much is left, or the difference. All of these recipients have come from the dashboard where we set up the file, and they are drop down, so you can put them in whatever order you want. Once you've done that, you can enter in the budget for each person. There is a separate section for stockings, depending on how you want to organize your finances. The recipients are not a drop down, just in case they are different, so you can add the names you'd like here. Then you'll add the budget, and you will repeat this process for all of the different categories. If you decide you don't want a category, for example, travel, you can update the name of it here to something else, a Christmas party. And it will update, and you can change the subcategories here so that you can plan out what your budget is. And then last at the top, there is a summary. So you can see how much you've budgeted, what the percent of that is of your total, how much you've actually spent if you've been using the spending tracker, and then what the balance is. We'll just go over that really quickly in the spending tracker. So for example, if you are buying something for Christmas dinner, you will select that as the category, ignore gift tag and recipient, and then enter in the date of your transaction. So let's say it's closer to Christmas dinner, and we are at Safeway buying a turkey. You can enter in a payment method and how much you spent. And then we can see if we go into our budget that has been added as an expense. The holiday card tracker is the next tab. You will enter in a family or recipient name. You can use the drop down to select what type of card. Is it a physical, digital, handmade, or photo card? If you purchased the card, if it's written, are you giving it with a gift? And then what is the deadline that you want to send it or give it by? There is an additional section here where if you want to enter in any email addresses as well as addresses, you can add those in as well. If you decide you don't like these types of cards or you want to change them, you can click on a drop down, select the arrow, and then you can add another item or you can erase something. So let's say you're getting a box card set and you want to add that, you would just press done and then apply to all. If you have an item or items that you are watching the prices on, especially as we roll into Black Friday, to track the pricing, you'll want to enter in the item. So let's say we are trying to get a kids play kitchen. Again, like we added the tracking link, you can enter in the link to the item here. So you can either add it to the formula or you can click on it and use the pencil and add it to here and press apply. And then that way, anytime you want to check the price and update your file, you can just click the link. The next thing you'll want to do is enter in the starting price and what your goal price is, or how much you're hoping to get the item for. You do not need to enter anything in trend graph, current price, as that will update for you. If you want to stop tracking something, like let's say you've purchased the item, you can tick stop so it won't let you know anymore that you should purchase the item. And then every week, I recommend checking once a week, or if you're checking more often, you will enter in your price check values. So let's say we went and checked and it was $149. And so you will keep repeating this process every time that you check the price on the item. That now that our item is $120, we have a shopping cart. And that means that your item is on sale and below your goal price. To use the stocking planner tab, you are going to use the drop down, select the name of the recipient. This name came from the budget tab that you entered here, and then it will auto-populate the budget for you. So for example, if we switch to grandma, we can see that it changes. And then you can enter in the items you're planning to purchase, the cost, and then whether or not you have purchased them. At the top, it is calculating how much is available, and then you can see at the bottom of each stocking how much you have spent. So this is the dashboard spreadsheet. All of the information that is on this tab is going to come from all of the other tabs as we complete them. Are that if you want to navigate to the task list or your gift list or your deals, you can click on these links, and then when you click on them, they will take you to that specific tab. Here in the calendar, if you want to change the month, you will just double click and then select the first of the month that you would like to see. We've got a breakdown of our budget, and then we've got a gift summary. So under the gift summary, this does not include stockings, only things that have been entered as a gift. We can see the recipient, what gifts we've planned for them, how much we've spent, how many gifts, like numerical gifts that is, and how much is left to spend. So it automatically will calculate all of that for you. So that is the Christmas Planner Spreadsheet from Confident Coin. As always, we want you to get the most out of your spreadsheet. So if you have any questions, please let us know. Thanks for watching.